Welcome back to Halo Halo. I'm Kat Iniba, bringing you the top Asian Pacific American entertainment news and lifestyle features. And causing an intergalactic stir in the news today is Korean American actor John Cho. He reprises his role as a young Lieutenant Sulu in the long-awaited summer blockbuster Star Trek Into Darkness, and we caught up with him for a one-on-one interview you don't want to miss. For now, we will be schooling you on the films coming out in theaters this weekend. Making it on our honor roll list is a quirky indie film with a charming yet dark tale of romance and literature. The English Teacher features A-plus performances from Julianne Moore, Nathan Lane, Greg Kinnear, Michael Angarino, and Lily Collins. Moore plays Linda Sinclair, a high school teacher leading a simple, solitary life with her cats and collection of classic literature. Her quiet, austere existence is upended after a chance encounter with a former star pupil. He's returned home as a failed playwright with an unpublished play that Sinclair and the flamboyant drama teacher insist on producing for the school. What follows is a slew of inevitable blunders, fleeting passions, and bad behavior worthy of school expulsion.
This is not a high school play.
This from a man who thinks American Buffalo is about an American buffalo.
That's what it's called.
Well, in the words of David Mamet,
Now, time out!
Jason, I need to talk to you outside.
We are rehearsing.
Excuse me, I'm going to talk to my son now.
You know what? He's a bully, and someone needs to tell him that he's wrong.
The English Teacher is unrated. Now, with school out for the summer, it means no more books, no more teachers' dirty looks, and more blockbuster movies. Captain Kirk and the crew of Starship Enterprise kicks off this summer break by taking us warp speed into exhilarating deep space adventures in Star Trek Into Darkness. Still boldly going where no man has gone before, the USS Enterprise crew now faces an unstoppable force of terror and destruction. Led by Captain James T. Kirk and his first officer Spock, they embark on a perilous manhunt through a warmongering intergalactic world for a terrorist with a chilling vendetta. This breakout sequel to 2009's Star Trek boasts of gutsy action sequences, quick-witted humor, and even graceful moments where justice, morality, and friendship are explored. As Spock would say, fascinating.
I request permission to go after him.
I cannot allow you to do this.
Jim, you're not actually going after this guy, are you?
Let's go get this son of a...
You are a poem, Kirk.
Sir, there's a ship heading right for us.
You can't even guarantee the safety of your own crew. Now, shall we begin?
I'm sorry.
Star Trek Into Darkness will be in theaters on Thursday, May 16th and is rated PG-13. Now, as promised, here's an exclusive for all you Trekkies out there. Korean-American actor John Cho straps himself once again at the helm of Starship Enterprise as Lieutenant Hikaru Sulu. He chats with LA18's Kelly Che for a more in-depth look on his legendary character and reveals who he identifies with more, Kirk, Spock, or Sulu.
So tell us about your character, Sulu.
I play Hikaru Sulu. He's the helmsman of the Starship Enterprise, and he's a kind of an overachiever. That's how I imagine him. He's, you know, was top of his class in, at the academy, and he is thrust at a young age into this, into extreme circumstances.
So tell us about your experience about this movie, Into Darkness. Was it really different than first one?
No, you know, experience-wise, it actually felt very similar to the first one. It felt very comfortable, minus sort of the getting to know you period. It was sort of coming back to school, you know, and it was a unique. It was a unique circumstance. I mean, I've done sequels before and where you work with the same people, but it was particularly strange coming back to the same people in the same costumes and on the same location, you know, with the same set. So we just went right back into it. We're all very close at this point, you know, having done a movie together, and and we hang out. We're friends, in real life, so it was just very comfortable.
I saw your character, and usually it's a Japanese name and it's a Japanese character, and then you're the first non-Japanese actor who played that role. You think you deliver a little bit different?
Well, I don't know whether it has relevance, but it's funny because it was an area of concern for me whether other people would be concerned about it, because my forebear, George Takei, is Japanese American. And, after I got the role for the first movie, he and I sat down for a meal and had a chat, and I expressed to him, is this something I should be concerned about? And he said it was Gene Roddenberry's intent not to even really focus. Nationality was not a focus for him. He named the character Sulu because Sulu is a sea that touches several Asian shores, and meant for that character to represent Asia on the bridge of the Enterprise, because all the continents were represented on the bridge of the Enterprise, and he gave the name Hikaru to him because George was Japanese, but in fact, George said focusing on nationality is sort of anti-Roddenberry's intent. So anyway, it's funny. I had a similar area of concern, but to answer your question directly, I don't think that I have a different take on it because I'm Korean. And maybe he and I have a similar take on it because we're both American.
So in your life, you think you're more Spock or Kirk or Sulu?
Funny, I guess my wife would say I'm Spock. I would say, unfeeling, hard to reach. My friends would call me a tribble. I would describe myself as Bones.
You graduate UC Berkeley,
Yes.
where you studied
Falsified
in English.
documents.
Yep. Really? How did you get into acting?
How did I get into acting? You're not gonna believe this story, but because it sounds fake. But I was, I was an English major, and I was in a writing group in a creative writing group, and there was I call him a man, but he was a boy, I guess. But he said, but he was older than me. And he said, listen, John, how old are you? How tall are you and what do you weigh? And I told him, and he said, I'm directing a student play, and one of the guys is sick, and I think you'd fit the costume. Do you want to be in this play? And I said, okay. And that's how I started.
With all the buzz surrounding Star Trek Into Darkness, director J.J. Abrams may just make a Trekkie out of us all. Live long and prosper.